What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Risk Syndicate, the channel for people who think a proper watch should feel like you're wearing a manhole cover strapped to your arm. Today, we're reviewing the Ratio Freediver. Hold on a second, I gotta take a deep breath. 1068HA90-34VA-0ORG-V02. Yeah. The name is longer than a CVS receipt, but don't worry, I'm just going to call it a Ratio Freediver 1068. And before I even get into this, I set the time on these things exact, down to the seconds, and the Ratio Freediver is already ahead. I mean, what, 10 seconds? So something is going on with this movement, and I set them using my trusty Casio. So yeah, this one doesn't have hacking, so I couldn't set the seconds exactly. So I set the seconds with this one to this one. So it is what it is. But either way, the Ratio Freediver, that son of a bitch is zooming. But all that aside, let's get into it. And because I like stirring a pot, I'm putting it up against my Citizen Promaster Fugu, the diver with a cult following so big it could probably run for office. And the reason I'm putting it against the Fugu is, you see the bezel? You see how it's got these, well, I don't even know what you want to call them, serrations. And then it's smooth, and then you got more. The first thing I thought when I got this out the box. So I was like, oh, that'd be a great comparison. So let's get into it. First, who the hell is Ratio? Well, they're a micro brand from Singapore, born in 2017, specializing in dive watches. Translation, they're the new kid on the block. Screaming, "Notice me, senpai," while Citizen just smirks in the corner with its 100 years of street cred. Ratio's big thing, over engineering divers. 200 meters, that's cute. 500 meters, getting better. This beast, 1,000 meters, helium safe. That's deeper than your last relationship, let's be honest. Let's talk numbers, because nothing screams watch nerd like rattling off specs that most of us will never test in real life. 316 stainless steel case.
Perfect.
Because why not? 46 millimeters across.
Perfect.
So yes, it will wear like a dinner plate. 15.4 millimeters thick. That boy thick, boy. That little thick boy. Which means don't even try slipping this thing under your cuff unless you like Hulk tearing your shirts. Sapphire crystal.
Perfect.
Scratch resistant with some AR coating. Not a lot, but I mean, it's theirs. Powered by the Seiko NH36 automatic movement. 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour, 40-hour power reserve. Reliable? Yes. Fancy? Absolutely not. It's a Toyota Corolla watch movements. Accuracy is about plus 20 seconds per day, but this son bitch, I guarantee it's going faster than that, because that second hand. So when we started, it was 10 seconds. It's almost 40 seconds ahead now. So something's definitely up with this movement. Shock protection. It has Dia-Shock. I have no idea what the hell Dia-Shock is, so I cannot tell you what that is. Sounds cool though. Hey, you got a G-Shock? That's cool. I got Dia-Shock. Has 1,000 meters of water resistance with a helium safety. Perfect for when you don't go saturation diving. That's that little thing right there. Apparently when you get down, it starts creating helium inside here. Whatever, it automatically releases itself. And of course, a silicone strap. Other than this watch running way fast, this is a major downfall. This silicone strap is pure shit. The keepers are flimsy, looser than my ex-old lady's butthole. This thing is, that thing is not good. You know, I'm glad they got their name put on there. I mean, that's a nice touch, but your strap is trash. So I'll put it, go ahead and show you this case back. It's got a screw down case back. I do like the logo. Got a Freediver on there. It says Sapphire Crystal. Got that long ass part number. Stainless steel. All right, cool. 1,000 meters. Proud of it. I dig it. You like it, I love it. First thing I did, took it off that damn strap, put it on a NATO. Because why not? Well, I'll tell you why. I wanted the son of a bitch to fit. And with that cheap ass silicone strap, that wasn't cutting it. So first thing I did, swap out that. All right. And on the wrist, I think it sits perfect.
Perfect.
It's big, that orange dial, bright enough to be spotted from space, or at least across the bar when you're waving down a bartender. The bezel is solid, stiff enough to feel reliable, but let's not kid ourselves. This thing isn't subtle. It screams, look at me, I could survive the Mariana Trench, but I'm mostly here for brunch. Pros: insane 1,000 meter rating, bragging rights galore, sapphire crystal, scratch resistant, NH36 movement, reliable and easy to service. Let's hope, because this thing is moving way too fast. Bold design, especially that orange dial. Price: tons of spec for not a lot of money. Cons: some will say the size. If your wrist is smaller than a soda can, good luck. Silicone strap is cheap. It feels cheap. Trash. Accuracy is okay, but not amazing, because the proof is in the pudding. And service and warranty, well, Ratio isn't exactly Citizen when it comes to after sales support. Luckily, I bought this watch off of Amazon, and I will be returning it after this review, because I shouldn't buy a watch and have to automatically take it somewhere to have it serviced. I don't have the meter. I don't even know what the hell that thing's called. Timograph, Watchmaster. I'm not it. But I shouldn't have to have it regulated right out the box. It should be already tuned up. So that's, that's taking a dig at their quality assurance team, because there's no way that should happen. All right. So let's get into comparison. The Citizen Fugu. The Citizen Fugu is a beast. 44 millimeter case, about 13 millimeters thick. You get that Promaster signed crown, screw down crown. It's got 200 meters of water resistance. No, it's not 1,000 meters. But here's the ticker. This thing is ISO certified, so it's the real deal. It has sapphire crystal. It has Citizen's Miota 8204 movement, hand winding, hacking, reliable. The crown is often at 8 o'clock for comfort, meaning it won't chew into your wrist like the Ratio might. So what's the difference? Depth rating. Ratio flexes with 1,000 meters, where this one plays it cool with 200 meters, but 200 meters is more than enough for actual diving. Ratio's 1,000 meters is overkill, but hey, overkill sells. Wearability. Fugu is easier on the wrist. Ratio feels like strapping on a hockey puck, but I like hockey pucks. Brand trust. Citizen has its history, the service network, and resale value. Ratio has enthusiasm. Design. Ratio is bold and loud, but Fugu is just rugged and more wearable. Like if I was a professional diver and I was in the water every day, this would be the watch that I would have on me all the time. So Ratio wins on paper specs, but Fugu wins in the real world. So here's the bottom line. The Ratio Freediver 1068 is for the guy who wants to say, yeah, my watch can go 1,000 meters down. Will you ever go 1,000 meters down? No, not unless you book a tour with OceanGate. Too soon? but neither will anybody else in the pub, and that's what matters. Meanwhile, the Citizen Promaster Fugu is a watch that'll just keep ticking, year after year, dive after dive, without the drama. It's like comparing a tricked out SEMA truck to a Toyota Hilux. One looks insane, while the other outlasts the apocalypse. So which one would I buy? If I want a fun statement piece if it actually worked, it would be the Ratio. 46 millimeters. It's got decent loom, but not great loom. It's got a decent movement, not a great movement. Well, not this one anyway. But yeah, Ratio. It's a conversation starter, but if I want a daily driver I can depend on, it's going to be the Citizen Fugu. All day, every day. So which would I buy? Well, clearly I bought both. But if you want a fun statement piece, Ratio all the way. It's a conversation starter. But if I want a daily driver I can depend on, that's the Fugu. Either way, both will get you nods from fellow watch nerds. Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to my boy over at the Budget Watchman on YouTube and Instagram. I'll drop a link to his channel. Shout out to you, my boy. He's been a fan of mine from day one. He started his own channel. So we got to support each other. So here's a shout out to you. Either way, just remember, watches don't make the man, but a 46 millimeter case will definitely make your wrist look a whole lot smaller. I'm Joey. This is the Big Wrist Syndicate. Smash that like button. Describe. Fuck me, dude. So which would I buy? If I want a fun statement piece, Ratio all the way. It's a conversation starter, but if I want a daily driver I can depend on, that's the Fugu. Either way, both will get you nods from fellow watch nerds. Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to my boy, the Budget Watchman, on Instagram and YouTube. I will drop a link to his stuff in the description. Make sure y'all go check him out. Give him a like and a follow, and tell him the Big Wrist Syndicate sent you. But remember, watches don't make the man, but a 46 millimeter case will make your wrists look a lot smaller. I'm Joey. This is the Big Wrist Syndicate. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you want more unapologetically oversized watch reviews. Stay saucy, keep it funky, and I'm out. Peace.